Back in 2012, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin lymphoma, and it was basically just because I had gotten a spot that had developed, and I took it to the doctor, showed him. I wasn't sick. I felt nothing out of the ordinary. I worked during that time about 60 hours a week. Never felt anything but a little tired from that. And I had a surgery, and it was confirmed, and they told me I would have to have about 6 months of chemotherapy. But God was good. He's been faithful. Now, recently, in February, I was given another diagnosis. Same thing, basically, but this time they wanted to do radiation. Well, first it was disbelief. It's like, wow, are you kidding me? I just kind of felt numb, slow motion kind of thing. And then, of course, the fear, just of the unknown. I have always hated needles, did not want to do chemotherapy. That is mainly it. I think it's the fear for a while, and then I think a little angry. God, why? One more thing. Why do I need to deal with this now? Things were just starting to fall into place for me, I felt. I think the times when I was at my lowest was basically when I was alone. That's when fear would come in. That's when the stress of worrying, I guess. I used to be quite a worrier in my younger days. I've learned a lot about that through the last few years. And I would be afraid. I had well-meaning people call me and tell me you should do this, you should do that. And it was confusing. It kind of put me in a whirlwind or a spin. And, I had my nights of crying. I had my days of just being sad, gloomy. But when I opened the door to God and let that praise and worship, I had to make a choice, I guess is it. I had to make a choice. Am I gonna let this bring me down, or am I gonna, as they say, fight through it? All the time I was feeling those feelings, I just felt such peace. I just felt it almost was like a blanket wrapped around me. That's how it felt. And I just felt like God told me so clearly that He was going to walk through this with me. That, I probably was going to walk through it. I wasn't going to get out of it. And that I really wanted, But I remember right away, even Jesus, He asked the Father, take this cup from me before the garden. And I realized He didn't get out of it. Why should I be able to get out of it? And so I realized, okay, Lord, what do you want me to learn from this? Just start teaching me, helping me to be aware of your presence, of what you're saying to me as I walk through things. How faithful God is. And I always knew it, but I didn't know it. God loved me so much. And one day I was, 50 plus, and I realized that He had done something so specific for me. I realized He really, really does love me, and He's going to take care of me. And that has changed my whole perspective. I don't toss and turn. I don't lose sleep at night. During the roughest, hardest times in my life, I have had the most peace. If you don't know Jesus and you're going through tough times, Jesus is the peace that passes all understanding. And those nights that you're tossing and turning, you don't know what you're going to do the next day. You have a situation to face. You need to, my thing is, open the Word, read His Word, and that Word will come alive to you. And open your heart to Jesus. And know everything doesn't get better just because you ask Jesus into your heart. But Jesus walks through it with you. And He will give you a peace. He will help you with those tough decisions. He will help you in your sicknesses. He will help you on the job where it's tough. And He will give you peace. And through the rocky times, He's there with you. You never have to feel alone.